Hi, and welcome to a new episode on the single player world. Today I'm starting off in the nether gathering bone blocks. Because, well, the wood farms that I've been building require a lot of bone meal. And the farms at this point are not fast enough to keep up with them. So I think I will be gathering up some of this for a bit. And I'll see you back at the Guardian Monument to work on that bone meal problem. So I have bone meal. I'll turn that into bone meal in a second. But now I have to make, and I have a shulker box right here. Right for the job. I have to make another farm. I know the last few videos have been all farms, but it's important to get enough bone meal for this place. I have a farm right there. It's designed by Dusty Dude, and it's a moss farm. Hoping that it'll be a bit faster than the melon and pumpkin farms. Because this mangrove farm right here needs a lot more bone meal to function than the two other farms. So I've already built it up. And I think I just can start building this thing. Okay, so if the video is correct, this farm should be self-sufficient. Now, there's only one way to test that out, and that's why we gathered up the bone blocks. I'm gonna take 2 for now, and we'll fill it up. And now we kind of just have to let it go. Really? This is what happens when you edit at 4 AM. Okay, let's see. Do we have good thing? Okay, it seems to be working. Let's double check this chest. That's already 1, and we should get some in here as well. That's good. I'm gonna let it run for a bit, see how fast it goes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna get rid of all the netherrack and stuff. So yeah, just give me a second and I'll come back to you. So that's about maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. Maybe, yeah, something like that. So that's good. That means that we can leave this running for a while. Now there's one more thing that we need for this farm to be like 100% functional, because it does function, but right now it's very like manual at the moment. One thing is that we have to fill up this dropper and this barrel basically with Propagules. So I've got this little farm built by CoffeeCraft. Again, link in the description. And the good thing about the Propagule farm is that it's very quick, it's very fast. We do need to fill it up with bone meal because it goes through it like it's butter. But once it's filled up, it just keeps going. And so we can just kind of go. That's the easiest part. So now with this all built up, I added a bunch of hoppers because I want one input for all of the bone meal. So I'm gonna be taking the bone meal that we produce in the bone meal farm, feed it through the little farm over here, and then throw all of the extra over to the wood farm. So it is rather loud, but we have a working machine. We're taking all the bone meal from here, pumping it through the water column into this system, which is already filling up pretty fast, as you can see. Now we need to fill it up all the way, so all the hoppers should be filled for it to work perfectly. And then I already prepared a tube downward, so we're just gonna have this water flow all the way up here, have it go down, and then all the way up there. But before we can do that, I need more glass. I'm out of glass. So back to the village. Now the very last thing to do is for us to take a sign, put it right there, and cover this all the way up. And then take out this block. That'll make it so that everything that passes over this hopper once it's full gets thrown down into the system. So I watched a movie, and I think during that movie I left this thing run for a bit. So yeah, that's all full. That's good. I also put in some extra bone meal that I had lying around, and we should be seeing that this one is filling up. That's perfect. Now, what I do have to do is I have to link up this output where you see the barrel to the other barrel over there. And with the propagules now funneling into this place right there, we have to make sure that we can turn everything on and off from the central hub. So okay, so I've done it. If I turn this off, that turns off entirely. And if I turn it back on, it turns back on entirely. It took me a while because it wasn't as easy as those ones. But yeah, it's functional, and now the only one that I have to do is this one, which brings forth a whole nother set of troubles. So with all the technical stuff done, we can now think about how to decorate it. So I'm starting out with a platform, and I'm framing things out using some stripped spruce wood and some dark oak wood variants to line out the roofs. Afterwards, I'm going around with some jungle wood, stripping it while I'm going before starting the roofs. I decided to put in an extra bit of building on the second floor just to create some asymmetry, and I filled in the entire roof. Alright, and with that done, we've got another building in place. It's a bit lower but wider than the rest, so I think it's fine. It'll blend in nicely once there's more in the middle. And I also added in filters for sticks and then the mangrove roots as well. One more thing that I want to do in today's episode is adding in some bridges and just connecting some of these houses with some nice little walkways, because right now all the flying is kind of getting to me, and yeah, I kind of want to get rid of it. So I did the same thing over there and over there. I added in some small bridges as well to connect the two melon and pumpkin farms together. But this actually is pretty cool. I like walking up and down the bridges. I didn't connect everything because these big ones are probably going to go to the middle. But that's future problems. And yeah, I actually really like it. But that does bring me to the end of the video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, subscribe as well. It really helps me out. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!